First time joining the session. Glad to be here. Welcome. No, it's great to have you here. Um, this is my debut build lab, so it's my first time here as well. I'm hoping that I'm going to pull it off flawlessly. We'll see how we go. Um, all right, so just going to see if this. There we go. Hopefully, a little audio is coming through the mix. I'm not sure if it works or not. Share my entire screen. No audio other than your voice, Sean. Yeah, I don't know if there's music coming through or not, but it's coming through on my headphones. um, Great. All right, so build an AI code reviewer with GitHub Actions is what we are planning to do today. So we're looking to create an automated code review pipeline that catches security flaws and bugs on every pull request, the same approach that the big dogs, Google and Vercel, use at scale. Today, unfortunately, we won't have the full 120 minutes. We only have 90, but we'll see how far we get through. And I think we'll give it a decent crack, which is great. And yeah, let's continue on. So a quick summary: the code reviews for pull requests, or PRs as they're commonly known as, one of the biggest bottlenecks in software development. Instead of waiting for another person to review your code, we're increasingly seeing the use of AI as an initial code reviewer. But how do we actually set this up? In this project, we'll build GitHub Actions workflow that automatically reviews each pull request or PR with Gemini, posting helpful feedback as a PR comment before your team even sees it. So yeah, I think I've sort of experienced this myself with AI code reviewers already, where they will go in and inspect what's going on and give you that context and summary. So it's incredibly helpful and handy tool to have for sure, compared to the manual days of getting someone to review your code. Cool. So we'll be building a Python script that will ensure pull requests in GitHub are reviewed by Gemini, and Gemini will leave comments directly on that. So, all right, so we're going to push the code. It's going to land in GitHub. We create that PR. This action that we're going to create is going to get triggered, and then Python script's going to run. The Gemini AI is going to review that code, and then it's going to drop some comments. Shirt reminds me of Beetlejuice. Let's go. Thank you. That sounds like it's possibly going to be the first meme that enters the chat as we continue on. Cool. Wanted to know if the meeting is being recorded so I can study later. Yes, I do believe that this is streaming live to multiple platforms at the moment. BOA22, so it'll be on YouTube. Yeah, Maya's shared a link there, so yeah, it'll all be recorded, saved. I'll be on YouTube wearing that silly wig for the rest of eternity. Cool. John in the house. Right. By the end of this project, we will have a Python script that sends code diffs to the Gemini API and formats review feedback. We will securely manage our keys using GitHub secrets. So that means that hopefully my API keys don't get exposed in this live stream process, but I'm sure that if I follow this project correctly, we'll be just fine. Cool. Yeah, great. That's a great little definition. What a handy little feature that is. An automated workflow that triggers AI reviews on every PR. Great. That's what we want. We want those little snippets of context coming through, and the comments being generated automatically. Yeah, yeah, we like that. We'll highlight, give that a yellow highlight. And then there is a little secret mission which we may make it to. We will see. Depends how much we can get through in the 90 minutes. This is a 120-minute project, but you never know how fast or slow we get through it. Ah, got him. Cool. All right. Hello, Sean Fitz. Uh-oh. Excited to see you unleash the Nano Banana. Luckily, this project has nothing to do with Nano Banana, so we'll just be focusing on GitHub and Gemini, and we'll avoid looking at the part about Nano Banana in the AI studio. All right. And prerequisites, this is part of a series. I strongly recommended that you complete project 1. I actually haven't done project 1, so I'm just going to use this handy little, oh, what's this? Ask feature. And then I'm going to say, do I need to do project 1 or will I be caught up with it in this project? And I'm just going to ask our handy little ask here if I need that. Strongly recommended that you complete the first one. All right, we'll give it a go. We'll see how how much we can get through. I think they do have the instructions for part 1 coming up soon, but it's good to know and be reassured that I'm of what are the prerequisites. What a handy little ask thing. Cool. All right, Avatar. Clearly, my music's coming through on the live then. All right, let's get into it. Should we? Yeah, let's take the quiz. See how much I know before we get started into it. What was the recommended secure method for storing and accessing the Gemini API key within a GitHub Actions workflow? Hard coding it directly into the script. Maybe not. Maybe storing it as a GitHub secret. Hey, there we go. What is the primary goal of the project described in the context? I think it is. Maybe make this sort of reviewer using Python, Gemini, and GitHub Actions. Hey. What specific event triggers the PR review in this project? Well, I'm not too sure. This might be a lucky guess. But maybe it's the pull request event. Hey. The initial dangerous PY file. Yeah, I'm not too sure on this one. Let's go with maybe this one. Hey! Where should you obtain the Gemini API key required for this project? Probably from the Google AI Studio, I'm assuming. Nice. All right, we're off to a cracking start. Perfect score. Haven't done this project or know nothing about it, so that's a good sign. We're in good hands, guys. Cool. Before we start step 1, what are we doing in this project? In this project, I am going to build a AI code reviewer. On every PR. And I'm doing this project because I am genuinely curious and a lifelong learner. Hey. Oh, what's this? View my work. Oh, looks like it's going to document my work as I go through the project. How handy is that? What an amazing feature. I'll just close that for now so I'm back in focus zone. Cool. Step 1. Here we go. We've passed step 0. We're trucking through. It sounds like we've switched gears on the background music as well, so we're really getting into it now. A bit of slow grind. Access Gemini. Gemini is an essential ingredient in today's project, and right now we don't have access to it. Time to get that key. All right, in this step, we're going to make sure we're all caught up from part 1. Oh, I don't think we are, but I think we can catch up on that soon. We're going to get the Gemini API key from AI Studio. Luckily, I have a little tab handily up there to grab that API key. And then we're going to add the Google Gen AI package to your project. I'm actually unsure what that is. So that's a Python library that provides access to Google's generative AI models like Gemini. Oh, interesting. Is this, I wonder, is this the same place that you access the Nano Banana API? N8N Banana? No. Nano Banana. Just want to do a quick side quest here and investigate that, because I have heard of Nano Banana popping up a few times. Okay. Oh no, it's not a Nano Banana API. Interesting. So Gemini is where you get that API key to do image generation. Interesting. Thank you, Ask feature. So handy. Cool. In this step, I'm going to make sure I am all caught up. The Gemini API key is waiting my arrival at the AI studio. Here's hoping. And I need this API key because that's the way we access the AI to plug it into what we want to review, in this case our code. I should have sorry, I was trying to use voice to text, but it didn't work. That's where we need what we need to connect our application to AI. A little hack there for you, voice to text. Quickly hit see what's going on in the chat. Hi Roy, good to have you back. Seems like you're a fixture. Hi Nick. Oh, looks like some sort of avatar DJ has entered the scene. Krishna, good to see that you're actively logged into the Google AI Studio right now, possibly using Nano Banana. Oh, all right. So refresh the page. Refresh my Learn page. Is that better, Krishna? Looks great. Is my stream still running, or is it? I don't know what Krishna was saying with that message. Yes, stream is great. Cool. All right, let's get into it then. I haven't completed part 1, so I need to catch up. All right, let's get you up to speed with what we did in part 1. First, we'll set up the starter repo. I'm assuming this is a template or, yeah, the starter repos, pre-written code for AI CI/CD GitHub. So we're going to need this for GitHub. Do I have a GitHub account? I certainly do. Venture onwards, brave traveler. It's very fitting for this Avatar-esque music. All right, so we're going to head to the starter repo. So I might open this up in a new tab, and then we'll click fork on the top right button. So create a new fork. All right, so we'll go over here, create a new fork. And do we need to give it a description? No. We just create a new fork. All right, here we go. Create fork. Hey, look at that. Woo! Oh God, there's a video from Sean in the chat already. We're only 10 minutes in, Sean. What have we got? Oh my God. Jesus, man, Nana Banana's good. And gin and juice seems to be the theme of this session. So if only I've only got a water here, but if someone does virtually want to send me a gin and juice, I would welcome it with open arms. Cool. Back to the project. Okay, where are we at? Cool. Click the green code button and then copy. What did we need to do there? We needed to look for the copy icon and copy the URL. Assuming it's this one. Dang. All right, copied that URL. Oh yeah, here we go. We got a little handy screenshot there. I jumped the gun. So yes, it was correct. Little copy button there next to the URL. Oh, so handy being able to zoom in and out of these screenshots. Another great feature there, Krishna. Cool, nice work. We need to take this URL and use it to get the code for our app locally. And we'll do this using Cursor. Do you have Cursor on your machine? Indeed, I do. Possibly one of my most used pieces of software over the past 12 months. Fantastic tool. I already have Cursor downloaded. So, onwards. Hey. Let's log in. All right. I already have a Cursor account, so this will be speedy. I think I can just scrub through these details here. Your browser will open up to the Cursor login, complete as per usual. Yep, all right. So if I just search up Cursor, then I'll probably open a new window. And then we will, okay. So I can paste my link into the search bar and then select git clone. So I'm assuming if I do that up here, oh, I don't have git clone available. I wonder if I, no, can't paste the clone. Oh, I search git clone first. I see. Search git clone, and then we paste it. Hey. So I might just put this on my desktop. and then we'll open the cloned repo. Cool. It looks like we have some code in there now. This looks like the repo. Right. Let's go back to our instructions. And cool. Paste the fort URL, press enter, select the folder, save your project, desktop if you're looking somewhere. Oh, we've jumped the gun on all these instructions. I've just intuitively done them myself, but it was written here in the project. Wow. Now that's some seriously good instructions in the projects. Really like that. Good work, project writers. Cool, select repo destination, open it up. No, we haven't run into any errors, which is fantastic. Oh, it's handy. You can share it with the NextWork community if you found an error. Very, very good. It's good to know there's a connection between the app and the community on Discord directly in the application. So handy. All right, our project is here. Fantastic. Let's run it. Okay, so to run our app, we'll create a virtual environment with Python. Now, what is a virtual environment? It's a self-contained directory, and it holds a bunch of packages you might need to install from the project and keep them separate from other projects. Okay, so it's sort of like a computer within your computer, and it's isolated from the rest of the computer, which is very handy, especially if we're doing these type of tests with production-esque or code-based projects, as we have a lot of these at NextWork. So if we open up our integrated cursor terminal, we can copy this command. Oh no, that's just to open the terminal. I use Command J, I believe, to open up my terminal. So I've opened up the terminal there. Just going to zoom in so that's easier to view for the stream. And we're going to copy this little command here, and we're going to paste that into the terminal. Let's see what happens. Command not found. Fantastic. We're off to a cracking start. That should have ran, so let's give that another try. Default interactive shell. Not sure what that actually means. Maybe I'll take this and ask about this command when I get this error. Why do I get this error? Let's see what's going on here. Seems like you don't have Python installed from Nick. Maybe I should ask that. Is it because I don't have Python installed? Right. Let's check and see what version of Python I have. Stop that. Okay, let's kill that terminal and start a new one. No Python found. Maya, try Python. Let's see if there's any troubleshooting on this. Help! I'm getting Python not found. That's me. No worries. Let's troubleshoot. Python not found. All right. We'll try this command. See if it works. Still not getting any love on that. I don't think it copied the whole command over, that's why. Oh. Oh. Something new happened there. Maybe we try this again then. Python not found. Let's see what's going on if it's still not deciding to show up. It looks like I'll try Python version again. Python not found. Okay. Up to our first hurdle. Figuring out why Python's not installed. I thought it would have been installed on my machine. So I am trying to set up my Python command not found. Yes, we're still having trouble after these instructions. Let's see what we get from this. Add python.exe to path and then restart your terminal. Anyone in the chat have any ideas on what I could run to get this going? Use Python 3 instead of Python. You can map Python to Python 3. py version. Let's see if that shows anything. Command not found. Okay, so it's not showing Python version command, or this one here seemed to work, but nothing really happens after it. Interesting. Just going to copy and paste my terminal. This is what's currently happening in my terminal. Do you have any suggestions or ideas on how to solve this? Just going to paste the terminal directly into the ask feature and see if we can get a solution here. Oh, it looks like we're making progress. I don't believe that's fully true, but we're getting there. We're getting there. Okay. You should see a vim in the project directory folder. So maybe if we Vim. That looks like Python. Now activate your environment. Yes, I'm on a Mac, Sean. Just run source vim bin activate. Do I run that in the terminal, Nick? Yes, sir. All right, let's give that a crack. Source bin /bin /activate. That looked like progress. I don't see a red icon with a cross through it, so that's a good sign. Thank you, community. All right, we're good to go, according to Krishna. That's fantastic. A little bit of debugging. Yeah, but we got there. That's great. I'm just going to slide this drawer away for now so we can get back into it. All right. And I'm assuming that source vim bin activate is what we just ran. So vim should appear at the beginning of your terminal prompt. Hey, looks like that little indicator down there says vim. Perfect. We're back on track. We're back on track. Cool. Congratulations. We're now working in our own virtual environment. Wow. Almost like the land of Avatar. All right. Now that we've got to that major milestone, let's install our dependencies. Why do we need to install dependencies? Think of your virtual environment like a whole new Avatar world. Right now, there's basically nothing in it, so we need to install all the necessary dependencies, like floating islands, for this project. That's the beauty of virtual environments. We'll install them here so they don't mess up with any other project we have. Hey, nice. I like that. That's a good description. I'm going to highlight that one. Cool. Install dependencies by running this command. Cool. So I'll copy this little command. It's like a little pip command. And we'll go back to our terminal. Give that a... Hey, there we go. There we go. Oh, do we want to upgrade pip while we're here? Yeah, why not? Let's do it. Yeah, state of the art. Go. Requirements have been added. Next, we'll add some tests to our app and we'll write them manually now. So in our GitHub actions later, we can see them run automatically. All right, so creating a test, practice test. Yeah, a bit unsure what a practice test is. So we'll be writing some basic code that takes two numbers, multiplies them, and returns the answer. Oh yeah. This makes it super easy for us to verify if the test passes or fails. And we call that the multiply function. Okay, so we're going to open app.py. I'm assuming that is one of the folders in here. App.py. Hey. And then we're going to add the multiply function. So I'm assuming we're going to add that below these other ones. We're not going to modify them. I would attempt to hand type this code, but I like this little copy code snippet feature right here. And then I can come over here and bang it. Hey. Cool. Open tests /test app.py. So I'm assuming that's in our tests folder. Test app.py. And then what are we going to do? We're going to add the following tests for multiply. So we'll copy those first, and then we'll switch back to cursor. And then I assume that we probably want to add this below these current tests here. And if I tab, boom, in she goes. Great. Tests for multiply function have entered the code editor. All right. Oh, don't forget, update the important at the top of the file to include multiple. I'm assuming that's this little number here. No. From app add import is reverse string and then multiple. Yeah, it was. Multiple. Fantastic spelling from myself, live on the call. Listen to your cursor. So, oh, it's multiply. No, it's not. It's multiple. Pano trying to throw me the curveball to get the almighty single character error, which I spend the rest of the session figuring out. Go. Save your file. All right, we'll give that a save. Looks like it's committed those saves. John, for real, you will error later, lol. That gives me a high degree of confidence that this project is very, very easy. Cool. All right. Save your file. So far, so good. Should we call it a day? No. Let's verify our tests pass. All right. We'll run this following command, py test v, and we'll see what happens. Oh, look at those errors. A sea of red. Oh, no. All sorts of shenanigans going on there. No doubt if I have a look. Oh, all tests are passing. I thought that was a little curveball. Thought it was purposely going to be set up for an error. Okay. I'm going to go back to ask and say, yo, why am I getting a sea of red? Why am I getting a sea of red errors when I put in that command? Let's see what it comes back with. Looks like we're getting an error because it's trying to import a function named multiple, but it says don't forget to include multiple. Typo in the project. Change multiple to multiply. Oh, the ultimate curveball. What's live in prod is a trick. I only have to find out about it on a live build labs to embarrass myself in front of all 11 of you. All right, let's go back and we will change that to multiply. Pano was correct in the end. Oh, do we want a capital or a lowercase? Probably lowercase. Give that a save. We'll go back. Actually, we'll go clip on my other fantastic tool, Raycast, and we'll copy that in. And then we'll run that. Error! Good God! All right. Looks like we're getting all sorts of save app.py. Save. Oh, does it not save the entire project when you're press Command S in cursor? I did not know that. I thought it saved the entire project. Thank you, Pano. Lifesaver. Let's try that one more time. We'll go to our clipboard history, we'll paste that in, run that command. Oh, look at that. Green. Passed. All right, job done, guys. Where's the gin and juice? Now, seriously, we'll go back to the project guide. And we'll close our little ask feature. All right. Looks like we're looking pretty similar to this. Yeah. That's a nice visual to look at, not that sea of red. Woohoo! Passing tests. I like that. Oh, we've caught up. Oh, last bit, then we're caught up. Oh, we still haven't even caught up yet. Jeez, 45 minutes in. Need to get this train moving. All right. Create the CI workflow. Continuous automation. All right, instead of manually running tests like we did before, we're going to get the CI workflow to automate the process of checking the code for errors and ensuring the tests pass. And this will run every time a change is pushed to the code base or a PR is made to the main branch. And we're aiming for 0 errors or bugs pushed to production. Okay, so we're going to go back to the cursor, open up workflows folder inside of, oh no, we're going to go to GitHub. No, where are we going to go? Here, workflows? Or are we going to go to GitHub? Okay, where is workflows folder inside of .github? Where is .github? Solutions. Tests. Venv. Where is .github? There it is. Workflows. Okay. Create a new file. New file. What are we going to call it? Name it ci.yml. New file. Boom. Great. Getting all sorts of red showing up there. That's not good. Copy this, and then we'll go back and figure out this error. Don't freak out. I'm freaking out with this red. I'm assuming I'm pasting my code in there. Oh, look at that. She's gone blue. Beautiful. Cool. Look at the steps section. So what does it do? It checks out the code, fetches your repo's code, then it sets up Python, configures to our environment, specifically the latest version, I'm assuming. Then we will install the dependencies. We will run the appropriate installation for the dependencies, and then we'll run tests and execute the project tests. Nice one. All right, so we're going to go back to cursor terminal, and I'm assuming I can paste this all as one command into the terminal, and hey, look at that. All right, this train is moving. We have left the station. I believe we are all caught up. Phew. All right. Yes. All right, let's get an API key from Google AI Studio. This is when we start to set up Nano Banana. I mean, no, we just need it for an API key. Cool. So Gemini is Google's, basically Google's LLM, the competitor to ChatGPT, Claude, Anthropic, etc. And we need this API key so we can request the services of their LLM. And they give us a generous free tier, 1,500 requests a day. So if someone uses my key, please don't use my key, then I will get charged. So we will go to the AI Studio and log in, and then we'll get an API key. So I have that open here, and what I need to do is create an API key. I'm assuming, get API key, click top right, create API key. Yep, that's what I just did. And then a dialog will appear to create your API key. We were going to enter my name here. My name is John, and my project name here is AI Code Reviewer. And then in theory, if I copy this, that should append to... Oh! That's not what we wanted. We got a little bug on our hands, engineers. John, AI Project Reviewer. It might be just because I didn't press enter. Let's just test that. Copy, bang it in. Hey, sorry engineers, false alarm. We're all good. Cool. And choose. Okay, what else do we need to do? We need to create the name, which is what we've done. And then we need to choose an imported project and create a project. Yep, pretty straightforward. And in the project name field, we're going to, and that's already there. Cool. So we'll copy that name. That's quite handy. I entered that variable up above, and it's already pre-populated that. What a genius, intuitive little handy feature right there. Holy. Cool. So create project. Paste that in. We were unable to create an API key in Google Cloud project for you. Why? Create project. Oh. This is not good. Permission denied. Please try again. Why is the permission denied? Interesting. Is it something to do with my settings on Google? View status. No, that's just seeing if Google AI Studio is up and running. Let's go to run get API key, create API key, name our key, clip, John AI Project Reviewer, create project. Oh! Please create a project in the Google Cloud Console. Interesting. I'm a bit stumped here, guys. This is not good. Oh, because I don't have two-factor authentication or two-step verification. It is not letting me access the console. Classic. Okay. What I'll do is I'll just take that off screen and log into this account and see if we can get access. We might have to default to my NextWork account if this is going to be a problem, because this could severely halt the progress of our build lab if I can't get two-factor authentication working. All right, I'm just going through the two-factor authentication login to get into Gmail. Turn on two-step verification. Add authenticator app. All right, I'm just setting up an authenticator on the side, guys, so we can I can hopefully get this unblocked from Google Cloud. So 2 seconds, bear with me. I'm just doing this off screen. You can keep it firing in the chat, and while I get this done, hopefully you guys are having a great time so far. I'm having a fantastic time up here figuring out how I can get AI to automagically review my code. I'm excited. I really want to get to the end. We got 35 minutes before the end. Turn on two-step verification. All right. Hopefully this gives us a little bit of leverage, and let's give this page a refresh. Import projects. Oh yeah. Okay. So clip. We want to call it that. Create project. And we want to call it that. Unable to create keys. Here we go. Let's call it the name of this project, and hopefully this will cool. I'm assuming that's solved my problem. No. Sorry guys, this is really frustrating. What I might do is I might log in onto my other account and just use that so we can continue with the live, because I don't think that this is going to be fixable, and we're losing momentum by me debugging a two-factor authentication with Google, which is very frustrating and annoying. Create API key, clip, and create project. Great. All right, we're back. I've just made one, and here's my key. So I'm not going to show you it, but it's there. Try import. I've already switched to my other account, Pano. It's I'm losing momentum doing two-factor authentication wizardry. Slowing me down. Great. All right, so we've created the project. We click create key, which I did off screen, and then the API key is all set up and ready to go. Yep, that's what we have here. NextWork AI Project Reviewer. The key is ready to rock and roll. Great. So we're going to copy the key details. Yeah, I won't go into the full key, but I will copy it on the side, which I believe is here. Copy API key, and it has been copied to my clipboard. Great. Now we'll paste the key somewhere safe on your laptop. All right, maybe I'll open up a notes tab separately. Nope. I'm just doing this off screen, and we'll paste that little key. Perfect. Keeping it secure, that's the aim of the game. We don't want our API keys floating out there on live Discord streams. Who knows what will happen? The amount of nano banana generated images could be a detriment to my public image. Just having a look through the chat to see how we're all going. Seems like people are following along, which is good. I love John's reactions to errors. What a vibe. Thank you, Natasha. And thanks for all of the feedback around just doing the project alongside me. Good morning, Rajnish from India. Whereabouts in India are you? All right, show Gemini key has been created successfully. There it is. Take a little snapshot of that. Save that image. And then we can add this in here. Boom. And where did I get my API key from? Google AI Studio. And the API keys need to be kept secure because if other people get access to it, they could burn through my credits and my bank account balance with nano banana generated imagery. Nice. Oh, view my work. Oh, where's my work? Has it been added? Interesting. Maybe it will come soon. Okay, all right, let's keep trucking. We got 28 minutes left to go. Can you reset the project, John? Refresh the browser? Click on my picture. Oh, admin settings. Reset editor changes, I'm assuming. Hey. I'm assuming that has done some sort of little fix behind the scenes. A secret NextWork staff-only menu on view to the public. Cool. Krishna, good God. All right, let's pivot from that conversation and move back to the project now. So we're going to add the Gemini dependency to our project. So we're going to find the requirements.txt in cursor. So if we go back to cursor, we can find the requirements.txt. Oh, that looks like it right there. And what are we going to do with that? We're going to add the Gemini SDK package. So I'm assuming if we copy that and we can add it under the, oh, is it a production dependency? Yes, it is. Jumping the gun here. The screenshot below me tells me the answer. Cool. So we should be looking like that. Yeah, we're looking pretty good. Great. I'm assuming I need to give that a save. Yeah. And then if we open the terminal and then we are going to run this command again, activate the venv bin activate, which I'm thinking is the Python stuff we were running before. Great. Doesn't look like I'm getting that green activated venv though. Open the terminal, make sure your virtual actor activates. You should see venv if you don't activate it. I just don't see it being green. Does it need to be green? Oh, Ukesh has joined the chat. He is his busy World Chess Tournament schedule has obviously dipped for the next 25 minutes. Welcome. It is good to have you here, sir. NextWork is more important to me than chess. Touche. It's great to have a mind like that here. Incredible problem solver. We'll be able to pinpoint any sort of error we have in the terminal, just like a chessboard. Hopefully, Gukesh, can you figure out why my venv is not green? Let's just see if we can install this new dependency and see if it gets it running. Oh yeah, we didn't need it to be green. There we go, we're cooking. Don't worry, Gikesh, we don't need your help. We're cooking over here. Successfully installed, I can see in the sea of messages updated on our terminal. Great. So yeah, you'll see the package is successfully installed. I'm pretty sure we've seen, yeah, it looks like we have Gen AI. Yeah, installed packages. Beautiful. Great. Something went wrong, not for us, sorry, but if it did go wrong for you, there's a little helper call out here to stay cool as a cucumber, and we can fix it. But that's not us. But if you are at this stage and stuck, then we can also use our handy little ask feature as well and get some information on how to troubleshoot that. So handy. I forgot how handy this ask feature is. Very good study companion as we're going through projects. Yeah, there we go. It's banging out a whole step-by-step guide on how I should solve that issue. Luckily, not for us. Cool. What dependency did you install and what does it do? I installed this by running the, what did I do? I ran the command pip install requirements command. I ran the pip install requirements command in the terminal. And this package lets my code interact with probably Google Gen AI and the Google AI Studio. Right. Step 2. Whoa, 20 minutes to go. We've got a couple of steps to do. Let's see how far we can get through. All right, we have access to Gemini. Hurrah! Now we need to write the actual Python code that will look for differences in our code and send those differences to Gemini. So in this step, we're going to build a Python script that sends the code diffs to Gemini for review. Make sure we can run it from the terminal, and then make sure we can pass it TXT files to review. What the heck is a code diff? It is short for difference. It means we can lay things side by side and see what has been modified or changed. Very handy in code editors to see, the two versions. Version control is how I'd probably frame it as in the design lens, but in the code lens, it's very much having two windows side by side to see what's changed. And it usually does nice color coding as well with green and red. Cool. In this step, I'm going to build a Python script that sends the code diffs to Gemini for review. And a code diff is, a visual way of seeing the difference between code that has been generated or added or deleted or modified. Boom. All right, so we're going to create a Python script, an empty file. So we're going to go to the scripts folder, wherever that is. We're going to create a file. I'll probably need the file name. Yep, name it AI-review.py. So go to the scripts folder, new file, name it that, bang it in. Cool, we've got our new AI-review.py file in the scripts folder. And we're going to build this script piece by piece, like a pawn on the chessboard, merging across to unlock your rook and your bishops. Okay, then we're going to add imports in the Gemini API. So copy this piece of code and put it in the top of the file. So we're just going to bang that in there. And that's looking pretty similar to our setup. Can we spot the environment variable? Can we spot it? The environment variable is essential for keeping the big secrets like our API key safe. So if we don't keep that secret, it could go to GitHub and be public for everyone to see and steal and spend all of our credits on Nano Banana. Yikes. So that environment variable is living on the system's environment, not in the file. And we're going to store our Gemini API key there. So up next, we're going to write the review function. We'll add a review function to our file below the imports, and this function is going to send the code diff to Gemini, and then it's going to return the AI's review. Oh, fill in the blanks. Hold on a second. The next code block looks a little bit different. For highlighted fields to fill in if you can. Read each comment to understand what line each does, and then type your answer into the field. We've got this. Name for reviewing code. I guess this is the name of the function that we're calling it, so we can call it, maybe we can call it reviewer. What are we passing in? Oh, I need to press enter, don't I? That might be handy to have some sort of indicator. Otherwise, I don't know whether pressing enter or not does anything. And that was on the code block variable slots, just for my future reference. What am I passing in? What am I passing into the code diff? Not 100% sure on what we are passing in. Maybe the API key? Whisperflow add. Is that what we're passing in? Yeah, if you guys haven't noticed, I've been using Whisperflow to do voice to text just because I find it is a little bit easier to do, especially on a live stream, building something out instead of hand typing. And it's just a much faster way to scroll down for a hint. I was going to try do some mental gymnastics with this function pass in Maya, but maybe I might. Ooh, I want a hint. You used F strings in part 1. Uh-oh, I haven't done part 1. Which is what you need for writing an AI prompt. Sends a prompt to a specific Gemini model, returns a response object. Response has a TXT property for containing the AI answer. Yeah, I'm a little bit unsure still what we're going to do, and I'm just conscious of time, so I might just go show me the answer. We're handing it the diff text. So I'm assuming if we pop that up here. No? Whoa. Okay. Prompt and the response. Oh, that's the prompt there, and there's the response. I see, that's the prompt that's pasted it in. Oh, I see, so that's all part of the prompt. Review code. Interesting. Okay. I now have a good idea of what it does. So it's creating a send the code diff to Gemini for review. It is using this prompt to focus on the type of context that we want in the code review. And then it's giving us a review back in a structured format that makes sense to us. And then it's using the Gemini 2.5 Flash model. And then it's returning the response.txt file to us, which contains the answers from our prompt. Right. Oh, I wish I just said all of that. Did it mention for me to copy this into the file? Add this function into the bottom. Okay. So copy this. We'll do that first. Add that function into the file. Save that. So that's all saved in. And cool. Takes a text diff parameter, which yeah, so that replaces whatever diff you decide to pass in. I'm assuming that's all it is. It's just a variable on the diff text. Oh, yeah. And the F string prompt tells Gemini to basically analyze the code based on the context that you want from the analysis and synthesize that into a review. And then the response text property returns a text file from Gemini's response. Cool. Yeah, I think we got the gist of it. Okay, so we'll make sure we can run it from the terminal now. So we have the script that sends the diff code to Gemini, returns the AI review. What's missing? How the heck do we run this? We need to make sure we can run our awesome code from the terminal. So add this block to the bottom of AI review. Yes, it's another fill in the blanks. Cool. What special variable equals main when run directly? Only run this code. Check if a file name was passed as a command line argument. If len, what list holds line arguments greater than 1? Run that, else diff content. How do you do it? What the fuck is going on? Yeah, that's about right. I mean, WTF. Sorry. Cool. The goal of this code is that when we run the following command in our terminal, it will run our script. Does that help? Yeah, I'm just conscious of time. Let's just get the answer. Give me the answer. Name equals main. Open diff can't read, if else diffs. Okay. And I'm assuming we append this to the bottom of our review block. R16 content. Sorry for the under 16-year-olds on the call. I should have used the correct WTF instead of the actual what that means. Not going to leak the API key. Sorry, guys. Conscious that we have 8 minutes left, so I want to try see how we're only at. We want to try get to test your script works. So, how do we get to run from the command line? This line just says, "Hey, only run the stuff inside this block if the main program started." Not just another tool, another program's borrowing. We're passing the reviews. We run the if statement. Type the command into the terminal. And sign looks for the list. We're passing it by looking at that list. Right, but once it has the text, what does it do with it? Review equals review code diff content takes the text it got. Finally, we get to see the review function, print review, and then it should print in the terminal. Okay, cool. Your review save, so we're going to save that. Scroll down to the main. Yep, so it does look like that in our editor. Scroll down to the main block at the bottom of the file to check all matches. I mean, diff file. Arguably they're different colors to the screenshot, but that's probably because of my cursor setup. But it looks like we have most of the items in the if-else statement. Show your completed AI review PY script. I'll use another handy little tool I have for scroll capture. Boom. We'll upload that screenshot in. How does my complete script work? The complete script includes the ifs, what does it have? The initial, where is it? The review function. Yeah, basically it includes the review function and the if loop. Review function and the if loop for the content itself. Oh, is this? Oh, yeah. Sorry, I just thought the stream was bugging out there. No. The main block allows the script to run from the terminal by where was that section? It takes the text it got and then hands it to the function for it to review. Handing it to the function for a review. This lets me pass diff files using text. Or code, text or code. I'm confused. Or just using the function itself. Text, code, or the function itself. Dang. I just want to get to step 3. All right, let's test to see if the script works. We have our Python script that takes in .txt files, sends them to Gemini, returns a response. Yeehaw! Should we check that it works? So we'll create a sample diff file, which is a text file showing 2 different versions of the file or set of files. And then we can test that script locally, so we'll just run that in the terminal on my machine and see if it works. So in this step, I'm going to test my script by creating a sample diff file. A sample diff is a file that has variations on a similar sort of piece of code or text that we can check out. And when I run my text, I expect to see, what do I expect to see? Hopefully some sort of review on the differences that have been made, or like the recommendations. Boom. All right click on the scripts folder, create a new file, call it sample diff text, copy that. So if we open up the scripts file, create a new file, call it sample diff text, and then we're going to add in the sample diff, copy that, and I realize I've got 1 minute left. Sadly, we may not get to test it. Let's just, we're going to have to put in our API key and run that. Oh, we were so close, guys. We almost got there. Go. I've got 1 minute before I need to be at a company meeting. But it has been a fantastic experience with you guys. Love to see some international chess superstars turn up into the chat. Good Cash, good to have you here. I also appreciate there wasn't as many nano banana generations as I was anticipating, which is good. I was actually able to focus directly on the project. But yeah, I hope you guys got as far as step 3. I wish I was here for another 30 minutes to try finish it off. We was pretty close. I think if I had done step the previous project and had all of that set up, I think we would have got there. So sadly, this is my first build lab signing out. I've had a fantastic time, and I'm looking forward to coming back sometime very soon and building with you guys. And yeah, I really appreciate you guys hanging in there, turning up from all of the different parts of the world that you're tuning in from. And yeah, I'm really excited for round 2 of Build Labs with John at NextWork. And next time, I'm going to be bringing the heat, bringing the vibes, and bringing the insane quality of commentary while we build out a timeless NextWork project. So in that, see you next time, and yeah, peace out.